Before I dive into today's episode, I want to be very clear about something. This is not an episode meant to bash or blame my mother, my siblings, or anyone in my family. This is not about drama. This is about truth. This is my story. It's a story I've held close for a long time, and today I'm choosing to let it go. Not out of bitterness, but out of healing. So, if you're listening, just know this is a release, a real one. And maybe, just maybe, it'll help someone else let go too. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Corner with Jay, where we talk real life, raw thoughts, and creative flow. We're in season 2, and I titled this season Stripped. Life be lifin', because that's exactly where I'm at in life right now. I'm peeling back the layers, no filters, no fluff, just the real, the messy, the healing. And today's episode, whew, it's one I didn't expect to record, but I know this story isn't just mine. It mirrors so many others out there who are searching for truth, for roots, and for peace. So let's talk about DNA, grief, silence, and the journey to finding me. I come from a blended family. All of my siblings and I have different biological fathers. The dad who raised me, he entered my life when I was 10 years old. And let me tell you something. That man loved me like I was his own. There was no step, no half, no you're not mine. He loved me fully. And I felt that love every day until he passed in 2018. A few years later, after he had came into our lives, he and my mom had my youngest sister. So technically, he's her biological father, but in my heart, he's my dad too. Still, I've always been the one in the middle. My older sibling knows his father. My younger sister had hers in the home. And me, I was the child in between. The one with a gap. The one with unanswered questions. The one who didn't really know where half of me came from. My biological father passed away when I was a teenager. I never got to meet him. I don't have any photos, no stories, no memories, just a name. And even that name was surrounded by silence. My mother really never spoke about him. She kept that chapter closed. And over time, I convinced myself it was better that way. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to dig up the past or seem ungrateful to the man who did raise me. But the truth is, I've been the one missing out. I've spent 45 years not knowing half of who I am. A few months ago, I attended the Tina Knowles book tour here in Chicago, and they gave out ancestry DNA kits, and I took one home. I didn't rush to use it. I let it sit there, untouched, because something in my spirit said, not yet. But just this past weekend, something shifted, y'all. A wave of peace came over me, a feeling I couldn't ignore, and I knew it was time. I submitted my DNA. I don't have the results yet. I don't know what I'll find. But that moment, sending it off, felt like I had already reclaimed something. I made a choice to stop putting myself last, to stop worrying about making others comfortable while I carry this weight in silence. It's not about revenge, it's about restoration. About finally giving myself permission to be curious, to seek, and to feel. Now, let me be honest about this part too. I found some of my biological father's family on Facebook, but none of them would talk to me. A few of them actually blocked me. They know my brother, they've communicated with my mom, but me, they ignore me. And not gonna lie, that kind of silence, it cuts so deep. It makes you really question your worth. It makes you question your place. Definitely makes you question your identity. But even in that pain, I've made peace with one thing. I don't need their response to validate who I am. I don't need their acceptance to be whole. Y'all, I may never get answers from them. I may never see a photo, but I'm still choosing me. And I want to know the truth. I want to learn my history. I want to look in the mirror and say, I know where I come from. And maybe it won't be perfect. Maybe it'll be messy. But at least it will be mine. So, this episode is for anyone who's been that in between child. For anyone who grew up feeling loved but still a little lost. For anyone who's tired of carrying silence just to protect other people's comfort. You're not alone. And it's okay to want to know. You're allowed to seek the truth. And even if it doesn't come with closure, you're allowed to let go of what's been weighing you down, even if nobody claps for your healing. This one is the realest I've been on this podcast since I started it a few months ago. I might make some people mad, but you know what? That's okay. Because it's time for me to know my story. It's also time for my children to know their story as well, because it's a part of me. So, with that being said, I thank you for listening. I thank you for holding space with me today. This isn't the end of the journey. It's just the beginning for me. And I don't know where it'll lead, but I'm walking into it with my faith, my head held high, and my heart open. So until next time, y'all, stay grounded, stay creative, and keep